Will these closing messages work? Let's ask someone who's seen it all and lived it all. Here's Louisiana Senator John Kennedy. Senator, I wanted you to hear the open to get your real reaction to what's been going on, what we're all witnessing. Will this line of attack work?
Well, I think it's worth examining, Brian, why Vice President Harris is now behind. I think she's behind because of all of her gauzy rhetoric. People are very uncertain about her. They don't know if she has the right stuff to be president. They're worried that she doesn't. They're worried that she was that kid in grade school who ate paste. They just don't know. She hasn't. She won't be pinned down. I think in some cases she's lying. People are worried that if she walked by a polygraph machine, the dang thing would explode. And people want to know what their president is going to do. Now, I'll tell you the other thing that's changed in this race too, other than the vice president being behind. Vice President Harris has adopted a new strategy. Joy is out.
Yeah.
She's adopted the Hillary Clinton deplorable strategy of 2016, which is, if you vote for President Trump, you're a bad person. If I were the vice president, I would look the American people in the eye and in front of God and country, say what she believes. What's she going to do about inflation and the border and crime and the Ayatollah in Iran and Putin in Russia and Xi Jinping in China. But I'm scared if she does that. She's scared if she does that, she'll lose her base, because I know the vice president. I know her well. And as I've said before, she is AOC without the bartending experience. She is a card-carrying member of the loon wing of the Democratic Party.
Here's what worries me most, is that AOC who will tell you every day who she is and what she thinks, and then let the votes fall where they may. She's not telling us. She's saying, don't believe what I was, don't believe what I did as vice president, believe what I might be able to do, and that is the things that America seems to want to do according to the pie chart she's been handed. For the Donald Trump closing message, what do you hope to hear at Madison Square Garden on Sunday?
Well, if I were President Trump, what I would do is continue to do what I've done, and that is talk straight up to the American people about what I'm going to do about inflation. I'd talk about how I'm going to secure the border. I'd talk about the fact that I, President Trump, become president. In Washington, cops will no longer be a bigger problem than criminals. I would talk about the fact that America doesn't want to be the world's policeman, but we can't allow Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin and the Ayatollah in Iran to be the world's policeman either. And that's what he's been doing. And look, for the first time in 3 elections that President Trump has run, his favorables are higher than his unfavorables. And Vice President Harris's unfavorables are now higher than her favorables. And you got 2 sitting incumbent United States senators, both Democrats, in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, running ads talking about how they agree with President Trump on some issues. So I would double down on what I've been doing.
So I want you to I'll show the people at home. I don't think we have a monitor for you, but let's look at 2016 at this point. Trump versus Hillary. Trump ended up, was trailing by 3. Trump versus Biden. Trump was trailing by 8. Trump versus Harris. We have a virtual dead heat, 50-48 or 48-48, depending on where you're going to go. But on the real clear, Trump is up 2 points. Have they gotten better at polling Trump? What's the inside word? Or is Trump really in a strong position at this moment?
I think polling at this juncture tells us, at best, trends. The exact numbers within the margin of error, very imprecise. But the polling can tell you trends. And there's no question, in the last 2.5 weeks, I've been in Wisconsin and Montana and Nevada and Pennsylvania and Ohio and Michigan. Clearly this race has changed. You can see it not in the horse race numbers, Brian, but just look, think about this. President Trump has run 3 elections.
Yep.
His favorables have never been higher than his unfavorables. Now they are. And the vice president's underwater. That tells me an awful lot.
It
But
does.
it's going to be a close race.
I know. And Senator Kennedy, you're very wanted around the country and certainly on our show. Thanks so much, Senator. Appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the